all the people behind the scenes whose ideas and expertise, imagination and inventiveness, dedication and focus, labor and skill combined in one great endeavor on the grandest of grand scales, and conspired to put man on the moon. Yes, 3 heroic men went to the moon, but it was a team of 400,000 people that put them there. They were the flight directors, controllers, planners, and engineers, the rocket designers and builders and technicians, the managers, supervisors, quality control and safety inspectors, the programmers, electricians, welders, seamstresses, gluers, painters, doctors, geologists, scientists, trainers, and navigators. Apollo 11 is their story too. Apollo 11 astronaut Michael Collins said, "All this is possible only through the blood, sweat, and tears of a number of people. All you see are the 3 of us, but beneath the surface are thousands and thousands of others." Charlie Mars, NASA Chief Lunar Module Project Engineer at Kennedy Space Center, said, "I think one of the things we had was a common goal, and we all realized that we were into something that was one of the few things in history that was going to stand out over the years. We're going to go to the moon. We're putting a man on the moon." And that so captured our imagination and our emotion that we didn't want to go home at night. We just wanted to keep going, and we couldn't wait to get up and get back at work in the morning. Because we're going to the moon. In the beginning. They were going to the moon all right. At least that was the plan. That was the dream and the challenge set forth by one man, President John F. Kennedy, when he declared in May of 1961, "I believe this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to Earth." So they came by the thousands. Kids, really, 20-somethings, a few in their 30s. No one knew for sure how to get to the moon, how to land, or get home. But their goal was clear-cut, and that was enough. That gave them purpose, a reason to puzzle out the problems and seek solutions rather than sleep. Kennedy's decision was triggered by an intense space race with the old Soviet Union. The Soviets were first in space, with Sputnik. First, too, with a man in space. But for those who actually worked on the moonshot, the race became an afterthought. They were fueled instead by a desire to explore the heavens, the poetry of it all, the scientific challenge of it all, the "we're going to the moon" excitement of it all. But the moon? Could it really be done? Right from the get-go, administrators had identified 10,000 individual tasks that would have to be completed, and that was only the beginning. So much to do. Too much? An aide to Kennedy quietly predicted that it would take 44 attempts, 44 tries, before ever landing once on the great gray rock in the sky. Moving forward. The final picture was altogether different from the dream. Most thought they'd be going straight to the moon with one spacecraft, land, and come straight back. Instead, as the plan evolved, it called for 2 very different craft. A command and service module for flight and a lunar module to land on the surface. No one ever imagined landing on the moon in a seatless, gold foil-encased, 4-legged spiderish thingamajig named the LEM. After all, no one knew what a lunar module was even supposed to look like, and so form followed function. Never mind if it looked like a bug. I can't say that I'm aware of